Good day, my fancy friends. My name is Topnotch, and welcome to a not Topnotch Tuesday. Well, it's Thursday, so obviously you realize that. But anyways, I'm doing a second vlog this week because I had something on my heart that I've been praying about. I've been talking over with myself and trying to figure out if I should do it or not in a vlog, and I've decided that I should. So you guys are probably wondering, like, I'm gonna say it, like, I'm not like other YouTubers, and you may think, well, you're pretty much like every other smaller YouTuber out there in the fact that you are just starting, you're starting with sort of generic stuff, you know, the kinds of stuff that everyone starts with. And I'm not saying, and that's not, I'm agreeing with you almost on that. I thought it would be a good idea to start with that, and hey, I'm where I am now and I'm proud of it, but no, it's not that kind of stuff that I'm saying I'm different than other YouTubers on, but it's an entirely different subject, and it's one that I don't know if it gets touched upon very often by other YouTubers themselves. So anyways, after all the rambling, you're probably wondering, what is he going on about? Well, you've probably noticed that unlike other YouTubers who, as you have probably figured out, and I have too, there are just some YouTubers who have certain mannerisms, I'm pretty certain. Don't quote me on this, I'm not a dictionary, but you know, their way of doing things, they have different ways of expressing themselves. And one thing that I've found that a lot of the YouTubers have in common is that quite a few of them do like to cuss quite often, and you've probably realized that watching some of your favorite YouTubers. So after all that, I'm just basically saying that I don't cuss in my videos, and I don't do a lot of the things that other YouTubers do, and it's for one very specific reason, and it's for the topic that I chose to talk about today. So I said that I've been praying and I've been talking about it, or with myself, I've been deciding whether or not to do it, and just yesterday, actually, on Wednesday, I don't know when you guys watch the video, so on the Wednesday, past, or most recent to the day that I published this, I was at church and I was just sort of I was sort of thinking about it off and on, and it sort of confirmed my want to be able to do this, so I decided to talk about it. So the reason, all of this in one little jumbled package, because I'm just that way, I just don't ever say things straight out. I am a Christian person, okay, so that is the reason that I don't do the same things that other YouTubers do. I don't cuss in my videos because I just don't. That would be a terrible reflection. Not that I would want to, even if I wasn't, but that's one of the reasons I don't do the same things as people like, the most well-known YouTuber, PewDiePie. That's the reason I don't do things like him, and the reason even though Markiplier, you know, is a very, very respected YouTuber, and I do respect a lot of the stuff he does, he still has his faults in the language department. And not saying that I'm perfect, don't ever think that I'm trying to say that I'm perfect, because I am not. I have my flaws, I recognize my flaws, one of them being that I can't ever just be straightforward with you, because I've called you guys my fancy friends for probably 3/4 of my videos at this point, and it's because I do consider every one of my subscribers to be my friends, even though I don't know you. It's like we have this community, because every time someone starts a new YouTube channel and pushes forward through with it, they're actually trying to do a YouTube channel like I'm trying to do. We build a community of people, and if you're not familiar with what people are referring to, it's basically like-minded people who, as my channel goes about Minecraft, Five Nights at Freddy's, the theories that go with it, the vlogs, all jumbled into one thing. It's basically my way of trying to reach out to a bunch of people at once, because there's all sorts of communities out there, and everyone doesn't like everything, but that's why I'm trying to reach out to a bunch of different people, is because I understand that. And so we've built a community, while I say I consider you my fancy friends, I've not really been as real with you as I could have been, and I've got to say that's my fault. So basically here is my way of saying that yes, I am a Christian person, and that's the reason I don't do things that other people do. And well, the video today wasn't only different in the fact that I don't do vlogs, throughout the week anymore. I only do them on Tuesdays, except for today. But excuse me. But I was just thinking, like I've said, I consider you guys to be my friends, but at the same time I was thinking, I was just thinking about all the things I've been taught and all the things I've learned myself, and I've never really thought about this, but you guys might be familiar. You might not be, I don't know. You guys may be familiar with one of the most well-known verses, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but will have everlasting life. And excuse me, the verse in and of itself is basically showing us that God loved us so much that he gave his one and only Son ever to die so that we would be forgiven of every one of our sins. And to think about that, it makes me really think, would I, if put in the situation where I had to, would I risk my life for the sake of any one of my friends? It's such a hard question, because you can say, yes, I'd risk my life for my friends, but when you really think about it, would you? And furthermore, would I do it for any of my subscribers? Because I don't even know you guys. I do know my friends and family, but would I do that for you guys? And it was making me think, because it would make me so sad, and it would make me feel so terrible to know that I'm doing this to try to reach out to so many people, to try to have a fun, just a good time. And at the same time, I was just thinking, I would feel so bad if I didn't ever address the fact that maybe some of you guys aren't saved people. I don't know you guys, like I said, because I don't really know you other than the fact that you subscribe. Some of you frequently comment, but other than that, I never really touched on the fact that maybe I may never be able to see you again if you guys weren't saved people and something were to happen, or maybe something didn't happen to you guys, but we all, I'm not going to be here forever, but we all, everything finally happens. It would be such a bad, make me feel so bad to not be able to see any of you guys. As much as you've supported the channel, and as much as, because you were willing to hit the subscribe button, to become one of my fancy friends, to become somebody you want to frequently watch my videos. And I don't know, I was just thinking about it, because it's like, if I didn't get to see the people in this life anyway, who helped my channel to grow, then what happens if I never got to, ever? I mean, I don't know, it was just something I was thinking about, and I don't know, like I said, I don't know you guys personally. I don't know what your situations are, I don't know what backgrounds you come from, but if I had any one question to ask of you guys that I don't really, other than the Q&A that I want to try to do, but if I had one question that I could ask of you guys, it would be this. Would you not consider just passing over this video as though it were another one of my videos, but would you consider it? Would you honestly consider giving your life to Christ? Because I heard it said recently that you can't really be completely fulfilled and completely happy without it, and I have learned that. Because as I've said, my recording setup's not professional, but I've managed to do and make the videos I have with what I've got, and I've not been dissatisfied with it. I haven't. But would you guys ever, maybe you won't, and that's your choice, that's completely up to you, but would you guys consider, if you don't know Him, would you consider giving your life to Christ? Because it's such a simple thing. All you have to do is, you know, you have to admit that you're a sinner. You have to realize that you don't do things perfect all the time. And you just have to ask. You just have to ask for the forgiveness and ask Him to come into your heart. And then you just gotta do your best to live for Him each and every day. You have to be able to read His Word. You have to be able to be in prayer very often. You have to be able to basically know Him as though He were your best friend. If you know your best friend, which I'm sure you guys do, you know them like the back of your hand. If you do know that, I don't know. But you have to basically, He has to be your best friend. You have to know everything. You need to want to know everything about it, everything that goes on. And Him, likewise, He wants to naturally. So, I don't know. It was just a thing I was hoping that I could, you know, get to. Because if I didn't do it, if I didn't do it today, I probably never would have. But, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I've said my part, and now it's really all up to you guys. But anyways, guys, that was just my thought for the day. I don't know what you guys thought of it. I don't know if you even want to consider liking the video today because of maybe it touched some of you guys in a way that you didn't really feel like wanting to be touched. But anyways, guys, that was my spill for the day. If you guys would want to like it, you can like it. If you want to share this, by all means, feel free to share this. Please share this if you feel free, if you are so desiring. But anyways, I may be out of time for this one, but I'll get back to gaming and I'll get back to my normal regular vlogs, and hopefully you guys understand a little bit more about me, even though you don't really know me. But anyways, I'm out of time for this one, but I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, everyone.